What up, fellas? Good? Y'all getting a little workout in this morning? How y'all feel?
Good.
How y'all look?
Good.
I don't know, some of y'all don't look. How y'all feel? But nah, man, I just wanted to come out here. I'm here with Ernie, man. This guy right here is very passionate about what he's doing, giving you guys an opportunity to come out here, especially during this pandemic. You know, it hasn't been a lot to do, but just to get out today, run around, move around, be with one another, this is where it starts at right here. I don't know if you guys know too much about me, but I wasn't always the best. I grew up in Alabama, small school, went to college, UT Chattanooga, small school. At UT Chattanooga, I not only did I play football, but I walked on the basketball team as well, so I played a little bit of both. So Ernie asked me to come out here just to kind of give you guys some words of encouragement, some, I guess, inspiration, motivation, whatever the case may be. In order to get where you want to be, man, I have something where I call the 3 Ds. That's desire, dedication, and discipline. Desire, dedication, and discipline. Everybody that's out here, even standing beyond the fences, on the fences, everybody has a desire to be or do something in life. Those other 2 Ds, but in order to get to your ultimate goal, whatever that may be, you got to dedicate yourself, and you got to have a level of discipline. When I came out of high school, I wasn't highly recruited. When I left college, drafted in the 3rd round, 89th pick. The draft class that I came out in, probably 10, 11, 12 guys that went before me. The Keyshawn Johnsons, the Eddie Kennisons, Amani Toomer, Derek Mays, all those guys. I got to the Hall of Fame because I outworked those guys. I played with the best receiver in the National Football League, Jerry Rice. Everybody has their opinion as who's the best. For me, Jerry Rice is the best. He has all the records. Played against some of the best DBs. Played with a couple of the best quarterbacks that ever played the game, and Steve Young and Joe Montana. I wasn't fortunate to play with Joe, but I played with Steve Young for 3 years. And then I played with a number of other quarterbacks. But as I stand here today as a Hall of Famer, like I said, those 3 Ds is what enabled me to be in the Hall of Fame. Desire, dedication, and discipline. I had the desire to be wherever it was I wanted to be. When I left high school, I never in a million years thought I was going to play in the National Football League. God honest truth, I had no idea. When I left high school, I was probably 180 pounds, 85 pounds at the most. But I got in the weight room. My high school coach, he told me before I left, when I was a sophomore, about to be a junior, I was sitting in a group of my peers, and the juniors and seniors that were about to turn seniors and the seniors that were about to go on to college. I sat there in the back. My coach said, if you want to be like these juniors or these seniors that may go on and be something one day, he said, this is where it starts at. We sitting in the weight room. I knew that I wasn't big enough. I knew I wasn't strong enough. I knew I wasn't fast enough. But every opportunity that I got to get in that weight room, that's what I did. Not only did I do that when I was in high school, so if we had like an enrichment period or a study period where I had 30, 40 extra minutes, I asked my teacher if I could get a pass to go down to the weight room. I lifted weights. When my coach left high school and he told stories about me making it to the league, that weight room was part of my success. Because he told me, and he told those kids, if he walked down that hall and he heard some weights moving around, clinking around in that weight room, he had no earthly idea about the people that was going in there. One of those people was me. He knew I was in there because I knew I was undersized. I wanted to get better, and I listened closely to what he had told me. If you want to be like those ones that are better than you, and you're not on that level, get in the weight room. I did the same thing in college. I went to college, couldn't go home. My mama didn't have no car. Couldn't get back and forth, so I stayed at school for summer school. What did I do? Asked the coach if I could get a key to the weight room. I had 24 access anytime that I wanted to. That's why I became bigger, faster, and stronger, because I went in that weight room by myself. Nobody else in there. So in order to get to where you guys want to be, man, you got to put in that extra work, that dedication, that discipline. Discipline is the bridge from your thoughts and the success of where you want to be. You can dream all day, and you got to dream. You got to have that vision. When you're out here, you're running routes, you're doing your drills, whatever your sport is, you have to visualize yourself being successful. Everywhere that I played, at every level, high school, college, and pros, especially in the pros, one coach at some point in time always told you to visualize yourself. Visualize yourself being successful. Visualize yourself, whatever you're doing in practice, making plays, you have to visualize yourself in an actual game, making those plays. It's just like basketball. You get in the gym, you're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's visualization. Making your best move, hitting that shot. Making your best move, making a big catch, making a big run, making a defender miss. All that plays into your success. That's what I did. I visualized. Again, like I told you, I had no idea that I was going to play in the National Football League, guys. No lie. But I made it because I was hungry. I had a relentless pursuit of greatness. I had an opportunity to meet one of the greatest basketball players of all time, in Kobe Bryant. 96 was his first year in the league. 96 was my first year in the league. I met him in 99. Had a personal relationship with him. The NFL and the things that I did on the football field afforded me the opportunity to be around guys like that. When Kobe talked about Mamba mentality, before it was coined Mamba mentality, that's what I had. Because I wanted to be great. I saw what that was like. I witnessed it. I was in the locker room with Merton Hanks, Steve Young, Jerry Rice. I played against the Deion Sanders. I played against the Randy Mosses. I played against the best of the best. I had no idea. You guys have the same opportunity that I had. Don't ever think that your circumstances won't allow you to get to where you want to be. If you think it, you can become it. If you think it, you can become it. Have big visions. Dream. I always tell people small visions equal small results. Nobody wants small results. So you got to think big. You got to work hard. You got to do the right things. Doing the right things, that's honoring your mother and your father. Getting away from peer pressure. Knowing when you know what's wrong to not do that, not go that way. Trust me, we all guys, we fellas, we know what's right, what's wrong. But if you're trying to get to that next level and you know that that's going to prevent you from getting there, don't do it. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be cool too. But sometimes being cool will get you on the other side. And you find yourself in a lot of trouble. But having a guy like Ernie, devoting himself, young guy, seeing the passion that he's instilled in himself to put something like this on, it was a no-brainer for me to come out and speak to you guys, because I know there's a lot of kids out there like myself that's probably in this group. You may not know what you may become. You never know until you just try it. Play different sports. Don't pigeonhole yourself to playing one thing. I'm from the South, same here. So we played every sport. I played basketball, ran track, played baseball, football. When I didn't run track, I played baseball. Football was a no-brainer. But even when I was in high school, like I said, I wasn't the best on the team. But I guarantee you, my coach, my high school coach that went on to talk to, he's a high school athletic association director. He tells kids he had no idea. He saw the potential, but he couldn't sit here and tell you today that he thought I was going to play in the National Football League. We had All-Americans on our team in high school. As a junior, we had guys already on sophomore and juniors appearing on ESPN. Some of the top high school athletes in the country. I was nowhere near that. But I always wanted to be something because I worked hard at it. I kept working. So use these days, these opportunities to get yourself better. Even during the pandemic, you can always do something every day to get yourself better. I tell my nephews, do something every day. You get up in the morning, you can do 10, 20 push-ups every other hour. All that adds up. You ain't got to do 100 push-ups in one time. If you do 10, 20 push-ups every hour, just think how many that is during the course of the day. Do something. Be something. All you guys are capable of being great. Everybody out here has the opportunity to be great. It's an honor, and I'm humbled at the opportunity to be spoken in the same breath as some of the greats that have ever played the game. To be in the Hall of Fame, that's like the pinnacle. I played in the Super Bowl, but I didn't win a Super Bowl. I can't sit up here and say I'm a Super Bowl champion, but I can tell you when I stepped on that field, I played like a champion. I played like a champion. You have to push yourself. Compete. Always want to be great. Always want to strive for greatness. Everybody out here, you have it in you. Don't get scared. Don't never ever get discouraged. Everything is not going to happen just as you planned it. That's just life. You're going to have obstacles that come in, knock you off track, but it's how you respond to everything. But you have a foundation right now in Ernie, these platforms right here to get yourself better each and every day. Each and every day. Every day, get better. Remember those 3 Ds that I taught you guys, I mentioned. Desire, dedication, and discipline. And 2016 was the first year that I was nominated for the Hall of Fame. Really didn't have any idea what that was because that wasn't my mindset. I didn't play the game to make it to the Hall of Fame. Some people do. There's been some Hall of Famers that said they played football to make it to the Hall of Fame. But that wasn't my ultimate goal. Because my ultimate goal, skill set wise, I wasn't there yet. My goal was to be the best receiver that I could be, utilizing the resources that I had around me. When you talk about utilizing resources around you, your parents are a resource, your coaches are a resource. Ernie is a resource. But I'm telling you, if I can make it, any of you guys can make it. I'm not going to sit up here and say that not everybody's going to make it because we know the reality. You may not, but you put yourself in the best position to be successful by doing the things that you're doing right now. Like I said, hitting that weight room, eating right. Nutrition was a big part of my success. Nutrition was a big part of my success because it optimized my performance. Once I learned and I felt what it was like to be successful because I changed certain things about my regimen, my plan to do what I had to do, I enjoyed the process. I started to enjoy it. When you're out here, you have to enjoy this. You have to enjoy the process. Have fun with it. Don't look at this as work. This is fun. These are the best times of your life, guys. You ain't got no bills to pay. And when you get started paying bills, that's when life gets tough. But this right here, what you're doing now, it can put you in a position to take care of all of that. So when you utilize these resources that you have right here, go out here and have fun, man. Go out here and have fun. So I want to appreciate Ernie for having me coming out. I hope you guys took something from what I had to say today. Utilize it. Like I said, it's an honor to be in front of you guys. Like I said, some of you guys may not know, but like I said, if I can make it, you can make it. You have an opportunity in front of you. And this is where it starts at. Just push yourself, no matter what. Push yourself. Compete. There's always going to be somebody better than you. There's somebody in another state, somebody doing the same thing right now. They working out. They practicing. Because they want to be good too. But then there's some that's not doing what y'all doing. Y'all got a head start on the game. But you have to thank guys like this and this staff. Because they see the potential in the community. So I want to thank everybody that has allowed me to come out here, especially Ernie, for helping you guys, giving you guys some words of encouragement, inspiration. Appreciate it.
Clap it up, man.